Welcome to another episode of URC Chumps. Round two of the European tournament has come to an end right now. Some whopping results, some awesome results, depending on how you look at it. Some results that the coaches were happy with, but not happy with the performance. But we'll break that all down and look into week 7 or round 7 of the URC fixtures coming up. As you can see, I've got Tim, who was at BMW telling them how to use indicators.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was in Munich for about close on a month. Apologize.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I had a bit of a party weekend and everything like that. But yes, I think we need to get into this week and just discuss what all happened. Guys, again, thank you for joining us this week. We are glad to have you and have you all here, all our listeners. So yes, as I said, round 2 came to an end. I think let's start with the Challenge Cup, because the Challenge Cup, not so much that results we were kind of expecting happened. It was more in the Champions Cup. So of course, Montpellier obviously beating Zebra. I mean, that was to be expected. Connacht coming up on top there. Ospreys actually coming with a nice result for them, which I think is also good for them coming back into the URC.
Great for
them. Newcastle, I was expecting a little bit more from them, but they beat the Lions. Unfortunately, I wasn't with the Lions because it was an away game for them as well, and they've got a lot of traveling back and forth right now. Connacht taking on the Georgian team, the Black Lions, beating them 52-0. Cardiff, bit of a shocking result considering how Ulster's been playing, but 29-26, but also Cardiff was at home. And the Dragons beating Leon. That was a bit more of a shocking one. I'm hoping this gives Dragons more fire in their belly. Obviously not when they come up against the Stormers, but more fire in their belly. But yes, a great result for them. I think they're happy, especially with everything that's happening in the Welsh rugby. I'm hearing a lot of players are now leaving Wales. Yeah, but it was great. Now, the Champions Cup. Leinster were behind Leicester at one point, and they literally came back and dominated the game, which we were kind of expecting. Jamie Gibson Park had a phenomenal game. I have to give it to him. He was part of that turnaround that they had.
No, he's a class player. Like he's really there. He's a great nine.
Paul de Villiers, yet again, another supporters player of the match. Paul de Villiers, what an absolute! I mean, Russie must definitely be watching this guy right now.
I'm sure he's on the radar. I'm sure he's on the radar.
Dylan Mart scoring a try as well. I mean, that guy, his one try was actually has been nominated for try of the week. I don't know what the results were, but phenomenal score. The score should have been different. Sasha wasn't doing that great off the tee, but he was doing phenomenally with the running with the ball. So
look, I mean, he's been incredible, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, it has been one hell of a season, but yeah. Then Sharks, change of coach, change of results, coming in and winning it.
Often we kind of called the change of the coach coming for a very long time, but it was desperately needed, and what a great result for the Sharks. I'm very, very happy. It's about time.
And they're going into Derby week this week as well, so yeah. Well, we'll break that down a bit more later.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Then, of course, Bordeaux beating Scarlets. Unfortunately, Scarlets are the whipping boy. It's gone from one dragon to the next dragon. Then, of course, the game that surprised me a bit, not in the result, but the scoreline. The 31-3. I was expecting a bit more from Gloucester. Obviously, they didn't pitch up
closer. To be fair to you, like I really thought it was a lot closer. I did not expect, but Munster are in great form. They've only lost one game this season. They in top notch. Yeah, I know. That's yeah. I didn't want to say it because poor Doro can't stand for himself at the moment. But that's a great result for Munster. I think they are in top form at the moment. So, great.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, which I'll show later, they're sitting third in the URC, but yeah, still great. I mean, I was expecting a little bit closer, but in Munster's favor, the scoreline.
The
So I
won't
mean,
give it away, but the club sitting second, I wouldn't have put anything that says they would be sitting second at the Christmas break. I
yeah,
would not have said that.
yes, no, no, neither would I. Then of course, Glasgow taking on Toulouse, the goats team, leading 21-0. And Glasgow coming with 28 unanswered points
Isn't that just wonderful?
and made all those
Isn't
big
that just wonderful?
yeah. I mean that was
Thank
yeah.
thank you. Us South Africans very much appreciate you.
Though that does give me a bit of a concern for when we go up against Glasgow.
No, they're a great side, but I think we'll put them.
Yeah, they are a great side. Anyway, Castro taking on Edinburgh. I don't know what's happened to Edinburgh this season. They just seem to still be fast asleep.
But they
haven't.
have moments of brilliance, and then you think, could this be the game? And then they just sort of blunder it. I don't know what's going on there.
It will explain something that I'll show later on in this episode, a signing that a team has made of a certain player from there, but we'll cover that a little bit later. And then the real shocking one of all, 55. I mean, I was watching at a point where they were still in it. I just got back from fishing. I just looked at the game. I was so gutted that I actually went off and gutted the fish. And
honestly, it just hurts as a South African. We are obviously Stormer supporters, but I'm a South African supporter. That means I support the Bulls, the Sharks, the Lions, the Cheetahs. Every single South African side fall under my support. Okay, yeah. Yes, Stormers are on top, but to see a 50-point hammering,
45, yeah.
Come on. And that's a good Bulls side. You know what I mean? These aren't your run-of-the-mill players.
It
to
also
go
looked like
45 points. What on earth is happening there, Mr. Ackerman?
There's two things. One, the discipline let them down. There were some stupid things that they did off the ball and stuff which cost them. But also, the thing is, as someone has said, they've literally gone and just painted over the cracks with Ackerman. The cracks are still there. They need to sort that out. I mean, yes, we weren't expecting the world from Ackerman, but he started off with a big bang.
Ackerman's a great coach.
He's a great coach. But the thing is, because he started off with such a big bang, people already put him on the pedestal. I think this is now where we're starting to see where he needs to build. And I still believe he's still going to do so. We also need to give him time. Everybody has pointed out defense is the problem.
My thing is, there's sorting out things and there's changing things, but there's no way you should lose by 45 points. There's no way.
True.
It doesn't matter what is going on in the dressing room. It doesn't matter what's going on at training. 45 points, you just don't have heart. You just don't tackle. You don't put your body on the line. That's your job, my friend.
And this week,
you've got the biggest rugby pool to choose on the planet. If you don't want to do it, there's a million players who will.
And the thing is, this week they're going to have to put a lot because it's day one or week one of Derby week here in South Africa. And it's a big game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for me, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, of course, we start off tomorrow being Friday with Cardiff hosting the Scarlets. And I mean, we can already see Cardiff's going to win that one just with the way Scarlets have been lately. Yeah. Leinster hosting Ulster. Unfortunately, we have to go. Leinster's going to win unless Ulster pulls something out the bag.
I do believe Ulster can be the side to beat Leinster because Ulster are very physical. They're very in your face, and that's what the Leinster side doesn't really like. So, if there is going to be an upset, that might be that. I'm going to put my upset money on Ulster, but my brain money on
yeah. I'll do my predictions later. And then, of course, like I said, it's Derby week here in South Africa. We've got Stormers hosting the Lions at
Yeah.
2:30 South
Oh,
African time. Stormers are going to take this. Though, what was very interesting is even though they had won this weekend, Darbo turned around and said, yes, we're getting the results, but no, we have not been performing to our full potential.
but isn't that what you want to hear?
No, I love that. I love it. Don't get me
Isn't
wrong.
that such a wonderful thing to say?
Yes. Also, I've been listening to other podcasts and they've been all saying, all the other guys, they go like, you've got all these big names and everything like that, and you're buying in talent, and it seems to be causing friction inside the team, which they're not gelling 100%. We've seen that at the Sharks, the fact that it's come out that Sia and Eben were running the training, not Plumtree. But here in South Africa, yes, okay, cool. We bought in Kobus Reiner and a few other players to fill in senior positions because, yeah, but we're growing with homegrown. We are nurturing from the bottom and pulling them up. And I've seen comments, people getting upset that like, oh yeah, but we bought Reiner, we lost Pede. No disrespect to Pede. He isn't at that class yet. He will be. Don't get me wrong. Hashim Pede is definitely going to be wearing green and gold for RAFC.
Yep.
Not this World Cup, next
Listen,
World Cup.
Reinhardt has got to be up there with the best scrum masters in the world at the moment on form.
I don't know what's up with Reinhardt though. He's got a complete different fire in him. And he's exciting.
Let me tell you. I've always said, even in Faf de Klerk's prime, Reinhardt was better.
No, I agree.
People are going to hate me for saying this, but I'm a scrum half. I love rugby with a burning passion, and I just think Reinhardt is a better all-round player. Faf is better defensively, but Reinhardt is better attacking.
Yeah.
So, I actually think Reinhardt service is quicker.
No, yes.
No and Faf can have a really off day with the box kick, which Reinhardt, to date, touch wood, has not. He's had a couple of off kicks, but he has not had an off day.
But honestly, look at Reinhardt now to his past. Can you tell me that this is the best Reinhardt version that we've had in years?
I can tell you now, it's because he's got given a chance.
But this is what I'm saying. He's got that fire.
Had they given him the number 9 Springbok jersey 3 years ago, we would have had 3 more years of this amazing talent. I promise you. This man has been that good for this long. I've said it when he was back in South Africa playing. He should be the Springbok 9. I think he is fantastic.
No,
and what a pleasure for the Stormers to have him. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm absolutely over the moon about it.
Dude, that guy's like a pit bull when there's a fight about to happen. That's what I've been.
That's your typical scrum half, isn't it?
Yeah, never back down. But
the Stormers have this absolute honor of having the 9-10 combo be the Springbok 9-10 combo, and they just get all together at club rugby, at international rugby.
But let's also look at it like this. That backline is exciting. Okay, yes, against Munster, what I realize now is the last time we played Munster in Cape Town, the last try was an intercept try by Ruan Now. When we played them in Limerick this week, it was an intercept try by Ruan Now. That guy is. I'm so sorry that he's at an age, but I still think he should have been given green and gold. Then we got Jonathan Roche as well coming in. And Similani, who makes things exciting with Willemse, who could slot in everywhere. Dylan Mart at the moment. Yes, that guy. I don't know. Just whenever I see him on the field, I get excited.
Look, this is the one thing about South Africa, and this is the reason why the Springboks have a 0% of foreign players playing in them. South Africa have such a wonderfully big pool of talent to pick from. And the reasoning is, have a look at our schoolboy system. Have a look at our schoolboy rugby. I tell you what, there is no schoolboy system on this planet that will rival South Africans.
But I mean, even when you were at Fisher, I mean, those hits when I used to come watch your first team boys were big. And I mean,
Oh my
those
God.
weren't the biggest boys.
These days the boys are got a bit bigger and gym
Yeah,
routines, eating plans and nutritionists, and so the game's changed since I was at school. Let me tell you, I mean, my old school's now got a fully professional gym. You know, yeah. So I mean, it's completely changed.
yeah. But I
So
mean, yeah. But carrying on,
yeah.
we'll cover a little bit more. A little bit. We got Benetton and Zebra, an Italian derby happening right now, which is exciting. Glasgow going against Edinburgh. Edinburgh licking their wounds. I do not see them going up against Glasgow right now. In that regards,
I think it's a derby. Anything can happen. Flick a coin on that one from my
yeah.
side.
Sharks versus Bulls. Have you seen that Sharks jersey for this week?
I have not actually.
It's a red jersey.
Why?
I don't know. I'm
Is this
like,
a
Sharks
is
have
it
always
a
been.
Christmas thing?
I don't know. They did some heritage thing. They did this whole thing with ripping off, and then it's red and stuff. It looks weird. I mean, it's like that
Okay,
one time the Springboks played red against Argentina.
that's
It's not
right.
that red. It's not
Okay,
that red, but it's a bit like it's darker than this red.
okay. So like a maroon.
Yes, with
Okay.
like gold things instead of white. I don't know. For me, it's
Uh,
probably the heritage of Sharks. It doesn't make sense to me. It's either white or black
boys,
with it.
the Sharks have been black and white since
Yeah.
can remember. We
So
are
yeah,
black. We are white. We are dynamite. I mean, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. So yeah, and then of course we've got the Bulls coming on as well, licking their wounds. I think the Bulls are going to have a tough week this week, traveling from Northampton back down to Durban with the Sharks, who just won their first game in I don't know how long, and they've got their fins up. Let's put it like that. They have their fins up. It is out the water, going for blood right now.
Yeah, I mean the Bulls can't put in another performance like they did last week. So like I can't see the Bulls getting thumped again. I just can't. I can't. They've got too good of a team on paper to get thumped again.
Yeah, but I mean, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Sharks for this game. Um,
I'll
just
go
because
sharp, but I don't think it's going to be too wide of a gap.
no, it won't be too wide of a gap. It's going to be derby. There's going to be emotions. Sharks are not going to let the Bulls beat them like they did in the 2007 Super Rugby final. It's going to be it's going to be a bloodbath one way or another. But I'm going to go with Sharks in this one. And then, of course, we got the Ospreys hosting Munster. Honestly, think Munster's going to come and just trample over them. They just look like a very physically dominant team right now this season. And I don't think Wales, especially with the likes that they're losing Dewey Lake and Jack Morgan that just got released this week, that they're
Yeah.
both moving over to Prem. Um,
I saw
yeah,
the Morgan move coming though. I did see that coming.
yeah. Even the Black Feather guys that we deal with even said they could see that one coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
And then we've got Dragons hosting Connacht. So I do see Connacht coming and causing a bit of an upset there. And I'm
No,
really
I'm not going there and putting a pounding on them.
well. That's why I said upset for Dragons. But yeah, though if the Dragons are going to go on from what they did last week, I think it will be a bit of a tough game. They're going to have to grind the Dragons out to start running away with it, because once you have a team that's at the bottom that's tasted victory, it's going to be a bit of a tough battle.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you can see, here is the current standings with, of course, the only unbeaten team, Cardiff, who's just above by 1 point, because they got one more bonus point than Munster. As I can see, it said Scarlets are here at the bottom, even though they won one game. Yeah, Dragons, of course, no wins, but draws and bonus points that has got them up. Sharks, this could be the turnaround time for the Sharks. I would like to see them in the top 8, especially with the fact that I seem to have got tickets to the grand final. I don't know where it is. I'm stoked. I am waiting to see what is happening with that. We will only know that in um, 10 more weeks, basically. So, yes, or 11 after this week. So, I'm super stoked to see what happens there. But yeah, Bone Fenter has officially signed for the Lions from 2026. Now, great player. Is it the right move?
I'm shocked.
I am also.
I mean, how's that happened?
I don't know. Like,
Where
I
have they
saw a
got
thing.
money to buy him?
Honestly, I don't know, but also going to the Sharks, is that a good move? I mean, not the Sharks, the Lions. I would have expected maybe the Bulls or try and come to Stormers.
I mean, for me, I thought he would have gone to one of the bigger named franchises.
Yeah,
I'm shocked as a, but maybe the Lions have a bit of money
maybe they
tucked
got a
away. Or
2029 prediction that they also got going up behind the scenes. Because apparently they've also managed to secure Kieran Horn, who was in talks with the Bulls.
yeah, so
So,
and the Lions have been okay of late. I mean, they're sitting seventh on the table, so they said they're actually the second best South African side at the moment. So what are we talking about?
yeah, that is true. With 3 wins.
What the hell are we talking? What do we know? What do we know? I mean,
But the reason why we're also saying this is when they only put in 1,771 fans in the Ellis Park. But yes, maybe excites them as well that they can get a full on South African front row. So yeah, we just have to see. Maybe they get Marks back home.
I mean, it's a great signing for the Lions.
No, great signing.
Great
Great
signing
signing.
for the Lions. He's a wonderful player. Just a bit shocked.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, of course, the top 100 players from Rugby Pass got released for 2025. Number 1, Sasha, knocking down Anton DuPont, which I love to see right now, considering everyone, DuPont. Yes. And I mean, on that list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60% of the top 10 is a South African starting lineup. You can even just say starting lineup right there.
I mean, it's wonderful to see Thomas the Toy there. That's wonderful. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah,
And
I
obviously,
saw on the thing it said he is a new person to the list, which means he hasn't gone up or down. Sasha's jumped up by 30, Marks has jumped up by 36, DuPont's gone down. I think Xavier is no movement. He stayed the same as where he was. Louis Berry has dropped, Evans dropped, but I also think that's also got to do with what happened in against Welsh. Finn Russell's gone down. Yeah, this is just the top 10. I'm not going to go through the full 100.
but
Everything.
congrats to Sasha.
Yeah.
And he deserves it, quite frankly.
No, absolutely. I think fantastic. He's done a great job. I do think there is certain points that he still needs to work on.
Of course, of course.
He's young.
But what a talent we have.
Yeah. I mean, as I said to someone, I'm so excited now until 2031 because now that we know that Russia's involved and Russia's going to keep building up until 2031, I'm like, yes, let's go.
Yeah.
Because Rassi identifies a player and he starts bringing them in because we know Pete's been in the setup with training quite a few times. That others, I'm sorry, I'm not going to say his name because I'm probably going to mess it up. That young Sharks under 20 player,
the flanker.
He's also been in training as well.
That man is a unit.
Yes.
Huge. And he can move. But
I wouldn't be surprised if. I wouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they put him in sevens for a season. Just just get that open play thought process.
Yeah, he can move, and he is huge.
But talking about huge, have you seen that number 11 from Argentina seven side?
Yeah,
dude,
but
that guy.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
But he's also a unit, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, it is exciting to see. We're going to end off the year with 2 more games. Again, derby season here. So it's going to be awesome. We'll definitely be following more. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, share this with other people. Drop comments. I enjoy listening to your guys' comments. Let us know your views on some of the stuff. Let us know, do you agree with the top 100 from Rugby Pass?
Do you agree with us?
Yeah, do you agree with us? Any other points? If we said something that you didn't agree with, if you think Bulls are still got much more to go and everything's fine, it was just a slip of the thing, let us know. If you agree that the Bulls need to work on defense and a whole bunch of stuff, and Akkers was just the first polish that's gone on, let us know. But yeah, it is awesome and everything. Please also remember to follow us on our social medias. It'll be great to start growing a bit more. You can scan the QR code, we'll take you to the link tree, which take you to all our sites. So yeah. Yes, but I am stoked for this weekend. I am looking forward to it. And next week, of course, is Christmas and what I like to say, the countdown. And also, officially from Tuesday, Jacques will be in a life sentence for the rest of his life, because he will be getting married. So, Dutchie, congrats, buddy. All the best to you and the wife. Yeah. So yes. So yeah. And I believe there's someone else you also need to give a shout out.
Just a quick one. I need to give my niece a shout out because she's been bugging me. So Dahlia, here's your shout out. Love you very much. Miss you, Stacks. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Well, at least you'll be seeing her in 2 months or so?
She lives in the States.
Oh no.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she can come over to you.
Would love it.
Yeah. But anyway, people, thanks very much for joining us. Please, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Tim, thanks very much for joining me today. Fellow champions, cheers. Bye.